Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 17 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. You can see me starting off today by killing zombies. That's right, I'm after more zombie brains. I am having way too much fun researching items in Thaumcraft, and I really need to kick up my Thaumcraft production of beasts and stuff. There's still some things I'm looking to get before I can really ramp up and do some crazy stuff with that thing. I would also like to try and get to bees today. Hopefully I will be able to, but we'll see if that happens or not. And then who knows what else. So I'm going to hang around for a bit, kill some zombies, and then I'll be back. Alright. Alright guys, looks like daytime is creeping up on me, and not a moment too soon, because I actually wasn't paying attention and lost my sword. So let's make a new one real quick. Don't want to be running around out there without a sword. Luckily I did get at least 2 zombie brains. Not a lot, but enough. I'll go with a ruby sword this time. Sounds cool. Drop off all my miscellaneous junk that I don't need to hang on to. That looks cool. And then let's go put our zombie brains away and maybe even get a couple... I should probably head to the nether too at some point. Leave that closed. And maybe think about... Ooh, is that a zombie? A good one? Nope, just a boring one. Maybe think about stopping over there and getting more soul sand, because I'm going to need some more of that for some more of my Thaumcraft stuff. But for now, we're cool. I do want to leave about a stack or so of stuff in here. There we go. And we'll see if we get any luck with some research. Alright, I'm going to get around to maybe starting up with bees this episode. I think that's a solid plan. Hey, look, my chest card is dumping out some stuff. Cool. And this guy should be set up. This thing should be set up so that it will send the cart back if it doesn't have any room for items. Let's see how my items are doing, by the way. Lots of cobble in there. I want to make sure I have a good amount of cobble just stored in my bags at least, so we'll do that much at least. And they'll get stuck in my bags. But for now, I'm just kind of waiting for all my recyclers to handle that stuff. It should be running smooth. Yep, lots of recyclers going on here, doing their thing. And I probably might want to consider moving... yeah, my scrap storage is getting awfully large. I don't want to be storing it in here forever. I might want to move it somewhere. You can see I dug down a little bit here. Basically, I would have needed more logistics pipes here to keep it at the level it was at. So I decided I wanted this room to be one level deeper. I didn't finish it up all the way, of course, so maybe I'll do that now. And then come back and maybe tweak this room a little bit. Do a little bit with those recyclers too, see if I can't speed them up a little. And then I'll be right back. So as I'm running a little bit low on rubber, I've decided to come outside here and start harvesting some more resin. Gonna definitely need to automate that at some point in the future. Got a sheep hanging out there, keeping an eye on me. And then I'll be right back as soon as I'm ready with all the rubber and stuff I need to build a couple new devices, probably to help out with that recycling job, because I get the feeling my recyclers are having trouble keeping up with all the cobble that's showing up their way. So I'll be back in a few. Alright, so what I'm crafting here are empty cells. Empty cells, crafted with 4 pieces of tin, can store a couple different liquids available in Industrial Craft. These are the Industrial Craft version of water storage. And they stack, which is awesome. And all you gotta do to fill them up with water, for example, is go right-click on them like that. So just click away on your water source blocks and the empty cells will fill up. I'm getting myself a bunch of water ones for now. Cool. And then popping inside here, I should probably at some point get one of those advanced extractors, because this extractor is a little bit slow. But no big deal, I'll let this cycle finish. And then I'm going to extract my water cells, and you can see I'm putting the whole stack in there, and I'm going to get an item called coolant cells. Now while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to get out my Philosopher's Stone. And how's everything go? Nice and slow. I'm probably going to come back in a few minutes once that thing's done, because I'll need a good number of those coolant cells for what I want to build next. And I forgot to pick up. I did start cooking up some refined iron. Ooh, fiery crystals, nice. See, having trouble keeping up with all the stone and whatnot. So let's do this. There we go. Electronic circuits times 3. Now the only problem with these coolant cells is they don't stack with each other. So you got to babysit your extractor to pull the items out, or, you know, build something that'll do it for you. I could go ahead and throw, you know what I could do? Yeah, I'm not going to do it now though. But I could throw a logistics pipe on here with an extractor, but maybe later. For now, I'll be back in just a minute once I've got enough coolant cells. Alright, so my first one is ready. So you just place one of these circuits and then 3 coolant cells and 2 pieces of rubber cabling, and you'll get overclocker upgrade. Now the upgrade system in Industrial Craft will increase some components of your machines a little bit here and there, doing different things. Basically, for example, with the recycler or any other machine, if you use the overclocker upgrade, it's going to speed up the processing time of said machine. So it's just going to make them run a little bit faster. Do note, however, it's going to require more energy to run that machine when it's run at the overclock speed, so keep that in the back of your mind. You could quickly run into an energy problem if you don't remember that that machine's going to require more energy. Let's grab our EU reader here and see what we can't figure out in terms of energy usage with these overclockers. And my extractor's still running because I want to do 3 overclocker upgrades. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if I want all 3 to be in one recycler or if I want one in each recycler. I don't know what would be better there. I have no clue. But this recycler, as you can see, if we give it a little time here to read, I think it should pull about 1 energy unit per tick, right? Yeah, that's about what it seems to be doing. And we've got a few little pieces of cobble here falling off on the side. Not a big deal. Minor little bug in logistics pipes, but it's something Craft is working on. Every now and then a single piece might drop out of these tubes. So yeah, about 1 energy unit per tick. Now this guy has a overclocker upgrade in him, doesn't he? So let's give that a second to read. And while that's happening, I'm going to craft up a new overclocker upgrade. There we go. So what's the deal with this guy? Still using about 1 energy unit per tick. Cool. Should be using a little bit more, but let's throw a second overclocker upgrade in there. Oh yeah, definitely running faster now, aren't we? And I'll give that guy a minute to process. Remember, the longer you wait between clicks, the more accurate your measurements will be. See? 2 energy units per tick now. So we're using a bit more energy, but we're processing a little bit faster. Cool. So I'm going to try and figure out which would be more efficient. More overclocker upgrades in one recycler, or, you know, 1 overclocker upgrade in each one. But I definitely need to recycle more than I have been. And I might even need to throw another recycler or 2 down here, just because, you know, this is definitely not keeping up with the income that my quarry is producing. Alright guys, I decided to build 1 more of these things. So I'm trying to remember the exact recipe here. I think it's something like this. Yeah, there we go. 1 more recycler. We'll see if that is able to keep up with the demands of my quarry. So I'm running down here to wire it up. Oh yeah, look at the mess down here. Cobble everywhere. It's alright. I don't mind losing cobble. There we go. Cool. I'm going to have to build another one of those logistics pipes too, so I'll build those guys off camera. I'll be right back. Looks like I'm going to have to find some more squid out there because I am running low on ink sacs, but get myself a terminus module and an extractor module. By the way, decided to go with all the other recyclers here. Oh yeah, look at this big mess. Terminus module and extractor module Mark 1 rather than Mark 2, simply because you're not getting that much scrap out of these things, so it's not going to need a Mark 2 extractor. So there we go, get this guy going, and I'm going to need dirt, sand, and gravel, which I should have in my digger's backpack here. Sand and gravel. Cool. So terminus module for cobble, gravel, dirt, and sand. So hopefully 4 recyclers can keep up with this. And then, of course, an extractor module. Alright, so let's see what happens. Go. Engage. Oh, huh. Maybe all my other machines are keeping up with it. Wow, I guess the addition of the overclocker upgrade helped out a bit. That's cool though. 4 of these should be good now. So I'll let this stuff do its thing and I'll be back. Oh yeah, it's working. Just tested it. A new shipment of cobble and stuff came by, so awesome. Okay guys, so the first thing we need to do to get our bees going is to get ourselves a net with which to catch our bees. Nice and simple. Careful, they sting. and that's no joke. I'm going to go out into the wild here and start exploring a little bit and see if I can't find myself some bees. So let's pop through over to there, because I know there's a beehive off in this direction. Remember, I've been seeing it for the last few episodes and have been saying so. So, all you gotta do is take your scoop and harvest your beehive, like so. Hooray, bees! Got a bee? Nice. Alright, so there's a bunch of different beehives available out here, and ooh, there's another set as well. I think the ones I just got were meadows bees, and these look like forest bees, so that's cool. Nice. And you'll note that it's a little different than it used to be. Right now, we've got unknown genomes. We know there's a forest and a meadows here, but we don't know much about their genome. We'll get into discovering that in a bit. But for now, I'm going to see if I can't find... Ooh, there's another beehive back there, but I think I want to stick with these two for now. Partially because they're the ones I'm familiar with, and partially because I don't have the inventory to carry around too much stuff. And I'm pretty sure bees no longer stack. So keep that in mind as well. Let's put on our meteor boots. By the way, my other boots got destroyed last night while I was hunting. So, oh, sad. Let's see if there's any other bees around here. Ooh, there's a forest biome, or a snow biome, I mean. Cool. There's a bunch of bees available out in the world nowadays. Back in my Season 3 of my Let's Play, you guys probably noticed that there was a small number of bees available out in the world, just 2, and you had to breed your way up to all the others. Well, now there's like 4 or 5 or 6 bees available out in the world, and there's a zombie coming my way, but he's not the cool kind of zombie, so I'm not going to go bother with him. I'm going to see if I can't find a snow biome bee. They should be like white, I think, the beehives. Keeping my eyes open for one. Dun dun dun. I like these boots. Cool little snow area though. Gotta keep this in mind that it's out here in case I ever need to do anything in the snow biomes. Your bees also need to be kept in the right biome these days too. So we're gonna have to figure out what kind of biome the bees I have like. I'm guessing the ones that I have right now are not gonna be too picky. But I think if I get a snow biome bee, I might need to keep him in a snow biome. And it might get exciting trying to figure out where to keep my bees and what to do with them. So, with that in mind, I'm going to hunt around for a little bit off camera. Ooh, nice. I found one of these guys. Awesome. These are really cool trees from Thaumcraft. Cool. I'm half tempted to chop it down, but I'm also half tempted to leave it up there. But I will take this flower with me, the shimmer leaf, used for a few things in Thaumcraft. I'm just going to note in the back of my mind that this thing's out here. The leaves can sometimes drop quicksilver, and the wood is used for a couple cool things. Like I said, I don't want to mess with it too much. I want to leave it up because it's a cool tree. And there's no way to get them. And ooh, there's a beehive. Yeah, there's no way to grow those trees, by the way. There's no saplings for them. So you find them once, and then that's it. What's up, beehive? Yellow bees. Nice. Modest, huh? Modest genome. Cool. Alright, like I said, I will see if I can't find any snow bees. If I can't, fine. I've got enough to get started for now. I'll be right back. Ooh, wow, found another one of those trees. Alright, since I found 2, I guess I might as well chop one down. Dun dun dun. Let's see what happens. Sorry, tree. I know you're awesome and special, but I need to chop you down at the moment. So I've got a few pieces of wood off of it. That wood is specifically called silver wood. So there you go. And I'm going to let all this... Ooh, and there's a great wood log as well. Nice. Maybe I should chop down that tree while I'm here. I'm going to see if these leaves drop anything. I'll be back, but for now I'm going to start chopping down this great wood tree. Great wood logs are another Thaumcraft tree item. The logs here can be used, again, for a couple different things in Thaumcraft. So since I'm out here and found it, I'm going to chop it down, then I'll be back when I get all the stuff for it. And I think these trees do have saplings, so I should be able to farm these somewhat easily. We'll see, though. I'll be back. Oh yeah, see the leaves? They can sometimes drop quicksilver. I think it's pretty rare, but there you go. Quicksilver from the leaves of this tree. Chop it down a little bit more while I'm... Looks like it's getting dark out, so I shouldn't stay out here too long. Yeah. I should probably get out of here pretty soon, actually. But I want to see if this tree here is dropping any saplings. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I was wrong about that. Could have sworn it did, though. Oh yeah, wait, here we go with these saplings. Yeah, there we go, greatwood saplings. Perfect. As long as I have a few of them, that means I can regrow the greatwood trees back by my main base. Awesome. Alright, I think I should be getting out of here, like, right about now. But there is one thing I wanted to do before I go. How's my inventory doing? Totally full, as a matter of fact. That's cool. I want to head off in this direction in the desert. Remember, like, way back in episode, like, 1? Yeah, I had, and I'm going to collect, do I have any of you guys? No, I don't have the inventory for it. I did find way back in episode 1, and I'm running as fast as I can. Whoa, there's a lot of bad guys around out here. Ooh, there's another beehive. And like I said, the bees don't stack, so not a good idea to harvest it. But remember I found that, dungeon, and everybody keeps posting in the comments, don't forget about your dungeon? I'm trying not to forget about it. Just one of you things. Let's drop a stick. Skeleton. Running. I do have to go find that dungeon again, and I will, but not at night. I don't think that would be wise. Ta-da! Alright, let's sort up my inventory, and then I'll be back. So just note that there's two types of greatwood logs that have just slightly different appearances. These corner ones and these ones. I don't know if there's much of a difference, like, technically. I mean, they look different, of course, but aside from that, I don't really know what the difference is. And then also got some quicksilver there, too. Cool. I want to see if I have any theories or whatnot to research. Oh yeah, I got a fragment of lost knowledge. Let's see if I get any luck with it. Ooh, Axe of the Stream. Nice, I wanted that. I definitely want an Axe of the Stream. Thank you very much. And it's a difficulty easy. All the better. I've really been waiting for an Axe of the Stream. Just so happens to have gotten it while I was here. Awesome. Here we go. Axe of the Stream. Looks like I'm going to need 3 of these guys, and a thaumium axe and some enchanted wood. I can handle that. Anything crafted from wood. Holding shift suppresses the power. While right click is held, loose items will flow towards you. An awesome little device. I've actually really been waiting for this. So let's get 3 aqueous crystals, which we'll totally need. And I've got some thaumium ingots and some enchanted wood. Extra awesome that I pretty much have everything I need already in here. I didn't even know I had thaumium ingots laying around. Let's get some sticks and craft ourselves a thaumium axe. With some enchanted wood and some aqueous crystals gets me the Axe of the Stream. How cool is this thing, huh? I'm really excited to have gotten this axe. You guys don't understand. I've been waiting for it. And what happened to my torch there? Alright, I'm going to make sure that this thing has plenty of work to do while I'm gone, because it seems to have worked out well that I did that. There we go. You guys have fun researching your cobblestone, and I'm going to go show you all the Axe of the Stream once I sleep through the night and avoid this creeper. So the Axe of the Stream acts kind of like Treecapitator, which is half the reason I don't have Treecapitator installed at the moment. So let's go find a nice big tree to chop down like this guy. How's it going, Mr. Tree? Now, when I chop down this bottom piece of wood, watch what happens. Ha 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 ha. Kind of rains all the wood on top of me. So, wood, probably not much of a problem anymore. But note that it did use a noticeably large amount of the durability of my axe. So each piece of wood that gets magically chopped up will, you know, be a little bit of durability loss. And if you hold right click, it sucks all the items towards you. And note that that also uses durability on this axe, so that is something to keep in mind. Looks like I'm having a little chunk see-through problem. But I should craft up one of those really cool repair things. Where's that thaumic repair, restore thing? There we go. What's the recipe on this thing again? Some enchanted wood and an animated piston. I kind of remember how to make one of those. Maybe I should get one of these going real quick. Alright, I believe that I need a vaporous crystal. I don't know if it's any crystal or vaporous, but that's what's listed on the wiki there. Vaporous crystal, gold ingot, and piston. Should get me my animated piston. Awesome. This guy's used in a handful of recipes, but the one I'm looking for is going to require 2 iron and some enchanted wood. How am I for enchanted wood while I'm here? Let's take a look. I've got 5, so I'm going to try something. I've heard that if you take a piece of enchanted wood, do the great log instead of a regular log, you'll get more enchanted wood from it. Let's see if that's accurate or not. Yeah, you get 5 instead of 4. Perfect. So get 1 more of those, and then take my animated piston and whatnot back home with me. And we'll stop by the old metals chest. Looks like I'm getting a little low on iron again. Gonna have to go get some of that. But I want to make that Thaumic repair, and then we'll start dealing with all these bees that I've got sitting in my inventory. There we go. Thaumic restorer. And I think my conduits should all be back at my Thaumcraft area, so neat. I really like that Axe of the Stream. It's going to make short work of that giant forest behind me in the future. Alright, conduits should be in here. Basically going to just knock this piece off. And this piece. And place one like that. I'm thinking just right here should be good, right? Cool. Thaumic Restorer. Nice. You can restore items with Thaum, as far as I know. Not entirely sure how to use it, but we'll find out pretty soon. Let's try and restore our Axe of the Stream here. No, not you. Just going to place it in the inventory. Oh yeah, look at that. It's draining out some vis and doing a little mechanical work there, and it's going to fix up my Axe of the Stream. Awesome. Bet I can do it with my portable hole, too. Yeah. I wonder, by the way, can I research my old portable hole? Since I can now repair them and I have this one laying around, might as well consider researching it. 2% chance of success, but I do have some fragments of lost knowledge here that I'll work on. Maybe pull out some books. So get this cobblestone out of here. There we go. Ooh, the goggles are revealing. Wow, I am really getting some good stuff today. I am just all over the place having luck. I'm going to need 2 thermometers and a gold and some leather. Alright, I can handle that, I think. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to need to get a pair of compasses. Cool, they stack. I wasn't sure if they did. And then 1 tainted and 1 vis crystal. And just do this with them. You. That should get 1 going. So there's your vis detector. That'll get the taint detector going. I already have 1, remember, back in my main base, and I'll go get it in a minute. But earthen, fire, and aqueous. Combine these guys all together now. Oh, low on vis, huh? Boy, oh boy. What kind of crystals do I have a lot of? Oh man, I didn't want to really have to use any of these. Tainted won't work either in my extractor, unless I want taint, which I don't. Let's go ahead and throw a vaporous crystal in there. Why not? And what do I have in my inventory that I could toss in and hopefully get some good stuff from? You know what I could try, since I have so much of it? Some greatwood logs. What do you think, guys? Maybe worth it? I mean, I imagine greatwood logs, you know, being all magical and whatnot, might have a lot of vis in them. Maybe not, though. I could be wrong about that. Oh yeah, look at that. Not even close. Oh well, I'll toss the rest in there, and then... yeah, we'll see. I'll come back in a minute once I have enough vis for this. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to place 1 of each of these in here. 1 of each crystal, remember. And that should start working its way up to a thermometer. And again, I'm waiting for the vis, so I'll be back. Alright, there we go. 2nd thermometer. I had 1 back in my chest in my main base. Let's craft it up. I'll just place a gold ingot right there, and I grabbed some leather while I was waiting. Nice. Goggles of revealing. Awesome. Basically acts like a thermometer that you wear on your head and looks cool. How's it going, guys? Hey, look at that. You can see some extra information, and look, when you just look at something and mouse over it, it tells you what's inside. Look at that. That's kind of neat. Don't even have to touch it. That is awesome. I love this game. Oh, that is cool. Just have to get a little close to it. Can't do it from a too far distance away, it would seem. But very neat. Wow, that's cool. Alright, there is one more use to the goggles they're revealing, and I'm probably going to wait till next episode to get to it. So if you don't know what it is, you're going to have to stay tuned. And I realize I haven't really checked on my quarry at all this episode yet. A couple people did leave comments, by the way, saying that my my water for my area here wouldn't be chunk loaded. It is. I think it's because I added my chunk loader to my main house. But one of the episodes, a bunch of people commented on that. And then you can see the tank cart sitting here. I did talk to Covert Jaguar, by the way. He did discover it's only fuel that doesn't show up inside the tank cart. All other liquids seem to be fine. And it seems to be something that changed in Minecraft vanilla, and that's causing the issue. So that's why that's not showing up. And off goes my cart to be taken care of. And you can see that I made sure that I had a nice block of water sitting up here. Oh boy, falling into the water as always. I had a nice bit of water sitting up here, and that was for a purpose. Basically, I wanted to make sure that water was flowing through my quarry. That helps if I run into a lava packet underneath the ground here. I'll be able to have the water turn it into obsidian, and the quarry won't get stuck. So this seems like a pretty nice spot to build an apiary. Now remember, I said there's going to need to be some bees that require certain environments. For example, my desert bees won't be too happy in the middle of a jungle, and my jungle bees won't be too happy in the middle of a desert. So that's why I felt this would be a nice spot to start. And at least, you know, I can have like 2 biomes going on, like right on the edge of this biome here. I could handle, you know, making sure that it's cool. Now, one option for trying to find where bees like to live is to craft something like this, the habitat locator. Cool. This guy, when you right-click, has a neat little interface, and if you place a bee in there, for example, my meadows bee, but I'm going to need some of these honey drops, which I don't have any of just yet, so I'm probably going to have to wait. But I do happen to know, I think I'm right about this, that these bees won't object to a nice jungle biome, like the one that's out here. So that habitat locator will come in handy pretty soon, but for now, I'm going to clear out this area and try and find a good spot to call home for my bees. So probably somewhere like right around here-ish. So maybe I'll chop down some trees with the help of my nice little axe of the stream. Sweet. Alright, I'll be back once I've cleaned this area up. Alright, now that I've cleared out a sufficient area, and if you look on your Shift F3, it should tell you what biome you're in. So right now I'm hanging out in a jungle biome, and here's a desert. Jungle and desert. So I kept some grass laid out so that I can accurately tell where jungle and desert is. Hopefully the jungle biome is good enough for the meadows and forests that I've got here, and if it's not, oh well, I'll have to figure it out. But I definitely at least have some, you know, desert biome bees to breed, and I'm hoping the meadows and them can be happy where they're at now. So I'm going to build out a nice house, and I'm going to build it out of wood because, oh right, yeah, maybe I should be careful with that. Shift clicking with that axe, by the way, prevents that crazy thing that just happened from happening. So, wow, that would be funny if I did that to my house, like, once it's built. Or not funny at all. So I'll be back in a few minutes once I build a nice little house to live in. Alright, so you guys can see I've got my little house finished here. Got a chest going that I'm going to store my bees in just temporarily, and just a stack of wooden planks just to have. Popping through here, let's see what we got. I'm probably going to need a good amount of glass, because I want to have a lot of glass, and wow, I have a lot of scrap, don't I? I should have, I'm off camera between this episode and next. I'm going to build probably a gold chest for storing all my scrap in. And I'm going to have to, of course, build another one of those pipes. Definitely need to go mining as well, because look how low I am on iron. I don't have any iron. Alright, so that's pretty low. No, I do. I have a little bit. Barely any iron. Low on stuff, but so far so good. Lots of room in here, unfortunately, meaning I have no diamonds. So what was I doing in here? Yeah, I was getting glass, that's right. So let's get a bunch of sand going. A bunch of this stuff should do. It'll fill up from the bag that I have in there. I have a bunch of sand in a bag, so that should be cool. Come on, Buster. That's good. Alright. So, gonna cook up some of this sand, about 2 stacks worth, and then I'm gonna go stick it on the roof of my little 2B beehive for apiary place. That'll probably have to wait till next episode, though. I will be pretty much mining and finishing up that house. And then when I come back next episode, I'll start building apiaries and showing you guys how to get started with your bees. I also plan to stop by my thaumatorium, do some more thaum research and stuff. I should really start trying to get more thaum and beast production going on than I have been recently. And what else do I want to do? Oh, a bunch of stuff planned. Tons and tons of things I need to get around to doing. So hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. This is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 17 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.